Welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI, where we have wrapped up a few side quests, and it is time to speak with our guy Otto. So let's do it.
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me. They're all right. But it's a long story.
So we're basically just telling him that Jill has probably been captured by the Waludians.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you?
No, we don't.
Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Like father, like daughter. So we're really gonna hope that we can find something useful here in her workshop.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
But I mean, like, wouldn't Mid have found it by now? I mean, I suppose not. Sid did a lot of writing, didn't he?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
What about this?
What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
I know this is your hideaway, but you really shouldn't be in here. If Mid caught you rifling through her research, she'd have your head, then mine, before letting you.
Where else?
Please tell me Mid is all right.
This here?
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Mid-adult, I know you like your riddles, so I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one's the best. And so, when choosing its place of rest, I recalled your opus, Daughter Dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on that last rhyme. Good luck. What? Of all my inventions, this one's the best. So when choosing its place of rest, I reckon your opus, Daughter Dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. What? I recalled your opus. What?
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be?
Would that be her...
Perhaps Otto might know.
I was thinking maybe her first dissertation or something like that. Like, what would a... Wait, wrong way. No, wait, that was the wrong way? No, that's the right way, god damn it. Yeah, what would an opus be for a uni student? Like a very poorly put together end of first year dissertation or something? Or a thesis or something like that?
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Okay, so where would... Wait, is that the jukebox?
How are we supposed to do our duty?
The jukebox is Mid's treasure. I mean, okay, I suppose, right?
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way.
Hang on, is there going to be something about orchestrion? A curious clockwork contraption that is able to perform several different musical compositions at the flick of a switch. Okay. Flick, tet, or crow, whatever you're called.
There's something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Okay, that's complete, that's good. But I really don't see how that's going to help us move the ship. Maybe it's like a power regulator or something?
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left.
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Okay, I do think that's a bit of a letdown, unfortunately. that they let Dion go. Look at this, we've got more quests. Well, I think we should try them out. You know what the red quests mean, the cross quests, they are important ones. So we will definitely be doing those. For sure. So, first one is down here, and this is... What's the guy's name again? Nigel, this is the one.
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with MORBOLs. I know, but hear me out. MORBOLs are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a MORBOL vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
Okay, I mean, what's one vine, right?
And all you need is a single vine from an ordinary MORBOL.
That is correct. A single vine. As for the MORBOL, I fear ordinary may not suffice. But, as luck would have it, a most extraordinary specimen is rumored to haunt the swamps of Rosaria. Why, a notice concerning this very creature was only recently posted on the hunt board.
God damn
How
it.
timely.
Well, I shan't keep you any longer. I know you have much to do, as do I. Now, where did I put my watering can?
Please, sir, can I have some MORBOL? Okay, well... I mean, I was going to get to the hunts anyway, but this just puts a little bit of urgency with him. Because we know that the cross quests are very important. They're like, they have some definite pluses in terms of gameplay. So we'll be checking those out for sure. And it looks like we've got another one. Where is it? Yeah, we've got another one up that way. Is it by Otto? Is it with Otto?
If it's knowledge you seek.
Let's check. Oh, no, it's not. Let us see.
Said it was an army of Akashi.
So, first of all, we'll ask Nectar about this. I hear your brother isn't a fan of carrots, Kupo. If every carrot of Rosaria is anything like the one in the posted on the board, I can see why, Kupo. Okay, wow, okay, we've got a few more quests. So there we go. Carrot. The Whispering Waters, Rosaria. Okay, we'll have to remember that. Now, let's see what August would like.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
I don't think the voice matches this guy's face. It just doesn't look right.
Afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
Oh, okay, Blacksmith Blues Part 3, okay.
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
Yeah, the Blacksmith Blues quests are pretty good. we end up getting some good stuff from him. Okay, let's see what our Physica would like.
Glory to Griga. There you are. And not a moment too soon.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, she's refused to stop, even for a moment. I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. She's pushing herself too hard. And if she doesn't rest soon, will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best Physica before too long.
We'll give it a try.
I know better than to order Taya to do anything. But I'll speak to her.
Oh, thank you. I pray you have better luck than I did.
Tears of Mercy. It must be family, right?
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but you do need to rest.
I will, when it's time. Until then, I'm staying put. We owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. Someone who doesn't deserve to die alone. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears of mercy. Alicia. It's the only thing strong enough.
You wouldn't, Taya. Surely. There must be something we can do for him.
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness we can offer. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
I will. We have all the ingredients we need for Alicia Balwam. It needs to be fresh, though, so we rarely have much to hand. I can make the draft if you can bring me what we're missing.
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent, near Lorbert's Pass. Bring me one of their eyes. Preserve it as best you can, but avoid contact with the tears. I'll make sure the other ingredients are ready before you return.
Thank you, Clive. I won't forget this.
Sure thing, Tasha. Sure thing. Man, I wonder who it is. Maybe it's someone who freed her? I don't know.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Whoever it is, it's important to Tasha, which means it's important enough for us to go out into the world and kill some creatures in order to get its components to help ease the passing of this person. Anyhow, let's talk to Blackthorn.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Oh, ain't you got better things to do with your time?
I do, actually.
To be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together, back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back.
I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armourer, not a jeweller.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armour keeps you lot safe and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Sultan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armoured. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Karava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
Well, that's simple enough. So 3 quests. Let's get to it, guys. Let us get to it. So I think it's the Tears of Mercy first.
Rodrigo could have
Okay,
mentioned
that
his
must be
spiders
them.
would be the size of curls.
Let's fry him. There we go. Okay, so we've got the spider eye, we've got the spider's fang.
Hopefully one will be enough. Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients by now.
Okay, so next, let's go and find this extraordinary MORBOL. Okay, that MORBOL should be around here somewhere. I feel like it should be here.
Straight home now.
Carrot. Okay, carrot.
Couldn't have been just any MORBOL, could it?
Whoa.
Right then.
Fire and flame!
Nice try.
To me, Flames!
Okay, let's just keep going. Let's go. Hit him with a bit of Giga Flare. How'd you like that, buddy? Whoa. Ouch. Let's hit him. Let's go. Oh. Holy moly. Okay, come on, we're doing well. Let's go. Okay, come on, let's hit him with everything we got. Let's go. Chunk away that life. Alright, come on, this guy's going down. Next turn. Oh my days. Well done. There we go. Okay. And we get a level for that. Well done.
be anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
Well, almost. Time to make our way to Dravos Ed? You know, the other place that they mentioned. Okay, and here we are in the fields of Karava. Let us see what is what.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you are so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
I think Blackthorn feels a bit like he's out of the Guy Ritchie version of this game.
Not good enough for you.
Go on then.
Much obliged.
Oh, cool. So have we got access now to this new town?
So this is Dravosht. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
The forge on the hill?
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
But if we can't find
Okay,
the
let's
forges, how are
see
we
if
going
this
to earn our keep?
Zoltan is a little bit more talkative than Blackthorn.
Mama?
I mean, Blackthorn's cool as hell, but, you know, his, talking's not his strong suit.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh, and if you're struggling to find your way out, ask Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Please, Chief, you've got to do
do something.
I mean, I feel like we could have maybe tried a bit better. I don't know. I mean, what... Like, there's clearly bad blood between them.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravozd won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravozd will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Karava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Okay, yeah, we kind of knew this was going to happen, right? So, let's get to hunting.
Good girl. Let's make this quick, shall we?
Okay, that looks kind of salamandery.
This will be easy.
God damn it. Okay, let's finish this thing off. There we go. Oh, man, I love it. Like, I think the setup that we've got now is pretty good. There we go.
I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
Okay, Blackthorn.
What's this all about then?
Don't know. So, any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
There should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louts to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
Sorry about earlier. I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pit coal cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravost needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Man, I get it.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
Very good. Okay. Well, guys, we'll take a quick break here. When we get back, we will head back to the hideout, finish up these quests, and then return to the Ironworks, because I think it's about time. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Let's run through it again, shall we?